Hello and welcome to my channel. Today's practice will be a yin practice. The optional props are a set of blocks. We will begin by setting up the breath. So breathe in for 4, hold at the top for 4, and then release for 4. Continue this pattern at your own pace. When you're ready, flutter the eyes open, and we're going to transition to Supta Baddha Konasana. So bring the soles of your feet together and gently let your thighs lower to the floor. Your feet can be close or further away. Feel free to bring blocks under your knees in order to bring the ground closer. Sit tall and elongate the spine, making sure to keep the shoulders away from the ears.
Roaming through the dark, baby. Ooh, you keep making it shine. I'm in love with how you talk, baby. My ears craving the sound. Yeah, you're like a painting hanging on my every move. Baby, you save me, you give me all and a little more. Yeah, I can't live without you. Yeah, no, I can't live without you. Ooh, if I could hold you tight for the rest of my life, I would grip my arms so tight around you, girl. I can't live without you. Yeah, no, I can't live without you. I can't live without you. Yeah, no, I can't live without you, baby.
When you're ready, remove the props and we're going to transition to a half butterfly pose. So fully extend the right leg and tuck the left leg in as you begin to walk your hands out over that leg.
And I don't know if you have heard that in my world you're the light. Yeah, yeah. So buy me time, oh buy me time, baby. Oh, I know it's in the late hour. I've crossed the line.
When you're ready, walk the arms back up, and we're going to swap the legs. So you're going to tuck the right leg in this time. Begin to hinge at the hips while walking your hands over the leg.
Can we get high? New love, no drugs. I'm ready to fly, no drugs. Pull up, if I'm on your mind, pull up above. When you come inside in us, I am baptized, I am alive again. Give me new life, take me to heaven. When it feels right, that's that ascension. Never go back to when before you forgot my worth. Your love for me feels like a rebirth. I don't wanna lose this high, wouldn't wanna lose this high.
Coming back to center, walk the arms back up, and to balance everything out, we're going to take a seated straddle pose. So widen your stance by extending both legs, and inhale, exhaling as you begin to fold forward, hinging at the hips.
Enough. I've waited as long as I've lived. Time's up. Come get what's yours and what's real. Boot up. Blissful in each other's skin above. Finally risen to the occasion. Past love's forgiven. Made heart space for the one. When it feels right, that's that ascension. Never going back to when before you forgot my worth. Your love for me feels like a rebirth. I don't wanna lose this high, wouldn't wanna lose this high. I just wanna make me yours, I just wanna make you mine.
Walking the arms back up, you're going to swing the legs towards the length of the mat while coming to lie flat on your back, and we're going to transition to take banana pose. So move your hips to the front of your mat while bringing your legs and your arms towards the back of the room. Make sure that your shoulders and your lower back remain firmly planted into the ground.
I don't wanna be crazy no more. Every time I think you're gonna walk out of my door, I start to jump to the conclusion you don't love me no more. Babe, give me some to work with, can you just reassure? disguised as strength, but it's self-sabotage my love, self-sabotage my love, cause of my own pain. No one's coming to save you, baby girl. You got to save yourself. Hey, save you, baby girl. You got to save yourself. I don't wanna be crazy no more.
Coming back to center, you're going to slide both your hands and your feet towards the front side of the room as you slide your hips towards the back this time. For a deeper stretch, you can cross the ankles or gently clasp your wrists with your opposite hand. Make sure to keep those shoulders on the mat.
I'll convince myself that I don't want what I really want. I learned it before it starts. Call it protecting my heart. Hurt disguised as strength, but it's self-sabotage my love. Self-sabotage my love. Root of my own pain. No one's coming. Save you, baby girl. Hey, you got to save yourself. No one's coming. Save you, baby girl. Hey, yeah, you got to save yourself. Save yourself. Oh, we're living in the present, but our mind is in the past. Not knowing what we'll lose, don't know what will last. Yeah, the things you always dare to dream, are not always what they seem. Close to total peace as the pain begins to ease. Not often we can see the beauty in the pain. Not often we can see the value that we.
When you're ready, bring the arms and the legs back to center and roll onto one side facing towards me. You're going to bend your bottom leg and capture your foot with the top hand for a quad stretch. For me, it's my left leg and my right hand. Your left or bottom arm can rest straight out on the floor with your head relaxed on top, or remain bent in order to cradle the head.
Now listen, little one, the wounds will heal in time. I know it weighs a ton, but baby, you'll be fine. You'll be fine, 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 fine. You'll be fine. You'll be fine, 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 fine. You'll be fine. baby, you'll be fine. You'll be fine, 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 fine.
When you're ready, release the leg and we're going to transition to swan pose. So you're going to come into a tabletop position and bring your front leg through, floating your foot towards the opposite wrist, and then set your knee and shin on the mat. You can bring a block underneath the hip to relieve some pressure and begin hinging forward from the hips with the hands on the ground, outstretched in front of you. Keep the weight back in the hips as you lower yourself to the ground. You can move down first to your forearms and then try to eventually get your chest towards the ground as your flexibility allows. Stretch your arms out as far as they may reach while extending the back leg. When you're ready, walk the arms back up, and we're going to take the quad stretch on the opposite side. So you're going to bend that bottom leg and capture your foot with the top of your hand for a quad and hip flexor stretch by bringing the foot towards the glutes. This time I'm going to use my right leg and my left hand. You're going to try to get that front knee as close to 90 degrees as you can. Exhale and begin to open through the chest. Your right or bottom arm can be fully extended, or you can use it to cradle the head. When you're ready, release the leg and we're going to transition to swan pose on the opposite leg. So you're going to come back into tabletop and bring that front leg through, floating your foot towards the opposite wrist, setting your knee and shin on the mat. Try to get as close to a 90-degree angle as you can in that front leg. You can bring a block underneath the hip to relieve some pressure, and just begin to straighten that opposite leg, making sure your knee is in line with your hips. You're going to square your hips towards the mat and walk the arms out. When you're ready, walk the arms back in, removing the props. We're going to transition to puppy pose. So come into a tabletop position and keep the hips stacked over the knees while you begin to walk the hands forward, allowing your chest and head to drop towards the mat. Your hips are going to remain stacked above the knees, and we're going to slowly release through the upper back by sinking the chest to the mat. Your forehead or your chin can rest on the mat. Engage the core, feel the space soften between the shoulder blades. If at any time this pose feels too intense, sink back into child's pose. Slowly walk the arms back up, and we're going to transition to Sphinx pose now. So you're going to come to lie flat on your belly and begin to align your elbows directly under your shoulders, lifting the chest to feel a stretch down the front body. Press the tops of your feet and your pelvis into the mat to activate the core. Inhale and lift the upper body off the mat. Roll your shoulders away from your ears and keep your elbows close to your body. Your head is going to be aligned with your shoulders. Coming out of this pose, we're going to transition to our last pose for today's practice. So when you're ready, lie with your face down on your arms. Fully allow yourself to release in this pose by focusing your attention on your breath. Ground yourself in this present moment and thank yourself for showing up for you today. Be well.